Why aren't you helping me better? All right, here we go. One card, it can go into trash. We'll put the Wyandotte Indians in the recycle bin, assuming on a 1 to 3 they go back in the discard. They stay. And that's it. Is there something I can do with one action point? No. No. All right, so these go back in the recycle bin. I have 2 turns. I don't know that I'm going to be able to hold out against Wolf. You know, Wolf is the guy that made me lose the last game I played. All right, here we go, the draw pile. No Montcalm in here. So I guess the fiction here is that Montcalm got called back to Europe, or he was sent out and couldn't make it through the blockade, so he just went back to Europe to fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? There might be 2 turns here. All right. Good. The Quebec militia showing up again. You guys are just in time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, as long as I haven't lost Quebec, they're in play. Bougainvillea. Great. With your 2 battalions. Once per turn, I can make a safe draw. He's going to end up going... Oh, 2 generals. Yeah, he's going to end up going home, probably. Loudon. Great. 7. Seriously? Oh, he got displaced and then recycled. All right, let's see where he's getting stationed. A 7 is Ohio Valley. It is occupied. He has more battalions, so he gets booted into the recycle bin, assuming on a 1 to 3 he's going to get discarded. Nope, recycle bin. 7 battalions coming up the Ohio Valley. Really bad news. Oh, Acadians, not Arcadians. Okay, this is the Acadians being expelled here. And the conceit seems to be that it actually helped the British Army. So if the St. Lawrence Army was up here, it wouldn't matter. But because they are in box 3, 4, or 5, they're in box 4, they advance 1 box. However, see 6.7? That tells me that an army without a leader cannot advance into a fortress. So, no effect. Trash, yep, haha. So I don't know if that means the Acadians weren't expelled or they were expelled and it made no difference. Good. As an action, I can bring these guys into play. That's going to be very helpful. I could use more combat dice, more battalions. New campaign. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Shuffle the discard pile and randomly deal out 1, 2, or 3 cards. Face down, restoring the remaining cards. Wait a minute, let me read this. And randomly deal out 1, 2, or 3 cards from it, my choice, face down, restoring the remaining cards back to the discard pile face up when I'm through. Next, shuffle those just dealt cards into the draw pile. Finally, immediately extend this phase by drawing a total of 6 more cards. All right, so I'm definitely going to do this because I'm going to have to draw 1 card afterwards. Oh, I'm going to draw 6 more. I want to accelerate the timeline before Wolf gets into Montreal. And this new campaign thing will help me. So, from the discard pile, I'm going to take as few cards as I can. Yeah, I'm going to take as few cards. So I'm going to take 1 card from the discard pile. So remember, this is here. I need 1. Well, it's not going to matter. Okay, so this is basically, I don't know why it's called new campaign. It is, let's see, the exigencies of war. Exigencies of war could lead to unexpected events that often seemed compressed in time. So basically accelerated time. All right, so 1 card face down, put in the draw pile, and then have a whole new historique phase, starting with 7 cards. Okay, this from the discard pile. That just means I'm only going to have to hold out 1 more turn. 2 more turns. All right. Well, this will be 1 fewer turn. 1 turn fewer. All right, here we go. Now I'm doing a new historique phase. This gets trashed. Here we go, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just going to delay Wolf charging. All right, I'll have 1 more turn after this. Here we go. British replacements. Yeah. So replace 1 battalion on each active British leader. That was not good. And then he's already full. And it's trashed. All right. Oh, Langlade. He's probably going to go home, though, because I've got too many generals. Vaudreuil. Again, we're going to have some guys recalled. These are my generals. British command shakeup. This might be helpful. Reorganize the British leaders so that the one with the highest empire value, which remember is battalions plus tactical skill, and actually they're tied, but Wolfe has the reputation lead, so that one of them is placed in command of St. Lawrence. This is going to move him from here. Awesome, this could be great. And the one with the second highest empire and value is placed in Champlain. Great. Use higher reputation to break ties and choose randomly. All right, so it basically just means people get scooted to the 1 and the 2 track. So Wolfe gets put in St. Lawrence, and then Loudon with his 7, it's not going to make much of a difference for us, gets put in Champlain. Seriously? That did not help much. All right, so that's not much of a shakeup. That's trashed. All right. Wyandotte Indians, thank you, boys, for showing up. British replacements, and there are not any, so did we roll for him? I think we did not. Shoot. Well, you know what, let's do it. All right, he's going to the discard. British replacements, none were replaced, so this goes to the recycle bin. Yep, and it goes to the recycle bin. It is not a victim of this war tempo increased. All right, I've got all of these generals here. I can only defend with one of them. So the main event is this because, oh no, he's only going to move 1 space. Oh, I like that. Then we can fight him in the wilderness, but these stupid rangers and Last of the Mohicans will help him. Oh no, I have a delaying action. You know what? I think I might be able to make it. Plays a free action during the British phase before one British army begins its advance. Reduce that advance by 1 box. That did help me because these guys would have charged right into Montreal. I can use this so that they actually won't even move. All right, this is good. I think I might have this. So first, the 6 battalions of, oh no, replacements. He could still take replacements. Did I? Yeah. So he does take replacements. This goes to the discard pile. And he's full. So the 7 battalions of Wolfe plus no bonuses. This will be in Champlain. I'll just put that there to remind me. The 7 battalions hit Louisburg. I guess Lévis... Oh, shoot. He is going to move next turn. All right, I'm going to have to use him... Because I can use the Indians. You know what? I'm going to have to use him to hit him and try to knock him back. So therefore, a 4. Let's go with... Oh, they didn't fight battles this turn. Let's go with... None of these guys are going to help me. Do any of these, once per turn militia employed by battle, will stick around. I could use him and bring this... No, that's not going to help. Once per turn, he can burn reputation to get rid of a card. Yeah, that wouldn't have helped. And then his leadership value goes up in wilderness. All right, let's get Dieskau fighting a final battle, a penultimate battle in Louisburg against Wolfe. I'm going to need these guys. So, you know what, Dieskau, sorry. You don't get any assistance, no auxiliaries for you. You do, however, get 2 plus 3 to your die roll. You get plus 3, minus 1. You get plus 2 to your die roll. Plus 3, plus 2. Our glory is higher. We tied. So you roll your 4 dice first. 1 hit. And now Wolfe only rolls 6 dice. No hits. Ooh, could we win this? 1 hit. It's a draw. and he goes back to Halifax. It's a draw, so nobody loses or gains reputation. All right, that was good. Now, coming around, Champlain would advance here. So actually, these guys won't be used yet. I'm going to play the delaying action to reduce his movement by a box. So that's an action. It gets discarded. And that's the British phase. So for the French phase, I get to keep 3 dudes. I'm pretty sure... Here's a 5. Is anybody below a 5? No, I'm pretty sure these guys all go to the recycle bin. Let's one at a time see if they get discarded. 1 to 3, it's discarded. Recycle. 1 to 3 is discarded. Recycle. Discarded. Who did we lose? Langad and Bougainville. Discarded. All right, so I've got 5 action points. He's only going to go 1 square next turn. You know what? I don't have to fight him. I mean, there's no reason not to. I think I've got this. So there's only going to be 1 more turn. Is there any reason to fight him? Well, if I drive him back, I get more points. Let's see. Is that anything he's going to help me? Replacements. Ambush. No. Oh, I can bolt these guys. All right. So first of all, 1 to bring out these Marines. Let's hit him as hard as we can. Try to drive him back 2 spaces. Let's send him back to New York. Yeah. So what if we lose Louisburg? All right. So Levy fought. Oh, shoot. That's what it is. He already fought. He fought. So 4, and then he would have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, bringing all these guys in. Let's hit Ticonderoga. We're going to lose the initiative. I feel... It doesn't matter. Yeah, so this is just for points. All right, so he is going in. He's bringing all 3 of these guys. He does not get his wilderness guys. Oh, but he does get these guys. You know what? That's ridiculous. There's no point to just do something that rash. Let's just sit tight. So with all these points, does anybody need battalions? Yes, 1. That was for the... No, that was for recruiting the Marines, then 1 for replacements. I don't know. Once per turn, draw from the discard pile, trash or recycle. It'd be hilarious to get call him out now. Hey, dude, we don't need you anymore. Show up just to see the end. Nah. All right, here we go. Let's draw 1, and we trash or recycle it. Provincials, Virginia militia will be trashed. They're not going to help us. And I think that's all I need to do this turn. There's literally... I don't have any more forts or trading posts to bring out. So we're done there. Shuffle the recycle bin back in. Oh, shoot. Is this going to give us... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6. All right, so all these cards are going to be flipped during the historique phase. So you have seen a win here. There is no... Well, you know what? There might be some crazy historique card. Let's see. All right, here we go. All of these will get flipped. Provincials, I get siege artillery. Sweet. By the way, Montreal, not a fortress, unless you build one there. Vaudreuil. Johnson, oh, hi. Also late to the party. He wants to go to St. Lawrence. He does not replace him, so we work our way down Champlain, Ohio Valley. Right here. Okay, so he's going to hit that, but big deal. Look how weak he is. These Marines, who I can hire as an action. Yikes. This is what I was dreading. All right, Pitt takes control. Pitt, I think, was the British maybe Secretary of War. Notoriously effective, as you'll see by what this card does. Each army advances 1 space, and even an army that doesn't have a leader can advance into a fortress. So, here we go. Everybody goes 1 space. And this isn't a battle. It's just advance. 1. I think you can see where this is going to go. 2. There's going to be a British phase. 3. These get trashed. Oh, trashed. 4. And then 5. This is going to be very painful during the British phase, but I've got a lot to throw at it. Well, we'll see. It's going to be a pitched battle in Montreal. And then finally, Villiers. No help. All right, so it all comes down to, first of all, this is going to advance here. There is a fort. You know what, it's worth it stopping them for points. So we need to save everything we can for Montreal. You know, well, this then I will use here because it's not going to matter in Montreal. So this goes here. Who's going to defend? So first of all, we need Lévis to defend Montreal. Disco, you've been doing great so far. Take these siege cannons, try to hold Saguenay. Who else? Montreal, Montreal, Montreal. It's the Ohio Valley. Oh, this will be also helping them. That's going to be painful. All right, so Disco with siege artillery, he's going to have 6 dice against 6 dice, 7 dice. 3 minus 1, so 2 tactical bonus for that. 2, 3 tactical bonus for this. So blue gets +3, red gets +2. It's a tie. Disco's glory once again pulls his bacon out of the fire and lets him roll first. So 6 dice against Wolf. Yeah. No hits. Wolf, 6 dice, 7 dice. Oh, wow. Huge loss. Well, 2 hits. 4 hits? Seriously? Disco is just killed. All right, so he wins, trashes the fort. Disco, this of course discarded the siege artillery because the battle was lost. Disco discarded. He had a glorious end. Hopefully we'll do right by him in Montreal where it all counts. So that's 1, 2, down here. Here we go. They attack Montreal. Lévis will defend with these Wyandot Indians, with the Quebec militia. Let me make sure. Can't be committed if the British control Quebec. Can only be committed on the St. Lawrence. Okay, only on certain tracks. Yeah, all right. So Montreal is on every track, by the way. And these Marines, they can absorb 1 hit suffered by the French at a battle. All right, it doesn't really matter because a hit is a hit in terms of who wins the battle. If he wins, he marches into Montreal and the game is over on the last turn. If he wins, he holds out. And what else will happen? We'll see what happens here. Again, it's just point. Oh, no. He'll just go like that. All right, so here we go. The New York militia, led by Loudon at full strength with 7 battalions. That's 11 dice. Now, tactical initiative, this is pretty huge. He gets 1 point of tactical initiative. He has mediocrity. Lévis gets 2 points, +1 for his fame, 3 points of tactical initiative. I'm wishing I'd built a fortress in Montreal. So, +3 on the blue. No, wait, what did I say? Oh, yeah, for fame and his skill, +1 on the red. This is our best hope here. Good. So we get to go first with 6, 12 dice against his 11. That could be worse. And whatever we do will reduce the number of dice he gets to roll. So here we go. 12 dice. 2 hits. Oh, this is good so far. 2 hits. Shoot a monkey. 1, 2. All right, 9 dice. If it's a draw, they stay there. So if they get 3 hits with 9 dice, Montreal falls. Here we go, 9 dice. Oh my. And that is Empires in America. So coming up the Champlain track, it's a river, a valley, whatever it is. Loudon, the very last turn, with the New York militia in tow. You know, if I'd remembered to use these guys earlier, they wouldn't have been out on the board. But it's what I get for forgetting. From Saint Jean, they invade Montreal, and I fall. Now, you might think the British have won, but the way the game is scored is if you hold out, how forward your trading posts and forts are, those score you points. If you fail, the number of cards left in the draw pile determine how seriously you failed. 0 cards in the draw pile. Wait, 0 cards in the draw pile. So, I happen to know where this is going. If we look in the manual where it scores defeat, this is worth holding up to the camera, right here. Let me let that get... So you see the number of cards. If you have between 0 and 9 cards left in the draw pile, look at that, stalemate. I did not just lose Empires in America. I stalemated. I did better than the French did historically. So I'm happy. Not a win, but not a loss. All right, that was epic. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for bearing with me. And you know what? I'm going to do more of these just because I enjoy them. So if you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments. If you have any games you'd like to request that I play solo, also let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did.